There's been a universal response to the Jonah Hill situation. Outside of a couple of fringe figures, I haven't really seen anybody offer a contrary opinion on this. I know that I'm right and people that I like are right on this stuff, but as for the mass media itself, like even this cuck who they picked up off the street, okay, I have no idea who this is, but it's just simply a framing device because we've seen the text that came out over the weekend and it is simply a man having boundaries in a relationship. And as quickly and as a blanket as the opinion for mass media and everybody talking about the situation has been, you know exactly what you can see from this, that men having standards in a relationship, it will always be demonized. You need to, regardless, left, right, center, up, down, north, south, it doesn't matter where you fall in the societal divide, okay? If you do not pedestalize women, you will be vilified by everybody across the spectrum, from the trad cucks to the sisterhood uber alles. They will all convene their forces together and march on you. I don't even like Jonah Hill all that much. I just think that he's fine. I think that he was a big part into the downfall and degradation of comedy in on a Hollywood screen. So I'm no fan of him, okay? But him having those private messages leaked from 18 months ago, it's like, okay, what was the benefit behind this one, Sarah Brady? Okay, you and your now lesbian partner just welcomed some poor kid into the world, and he's out there, I don't know, living life or something like that. So why do this now? Why do this now? It makes no sense at all whatsoever. Maybe somebody at 39 years old realizing that their surfing career's up and they didn't really, elaborate on any of their skills, so they're kind of facing a dead-end road. So what can you do? Get some quick attention on social media. And that's what we've been seeing over the past couple of days, and everybody just giving her, oh, thank you for pointing out this toxic behavior. I also had something like this, and I've also been a victim. You're so stunning and so brave to put out all of these text messages that you think paints him in the worst light possible. If that's your biggest shell, if that's your biggest round that you can go out there and fire, consider me a little bit underwhelmed. So just about like clockwork, okay? Because the text messages, realistically, okay, like, yeah, your same idiots who are always going to champion that type of behavior are going to obviously eat that up. Jonah Hill, for everything that I see, didn't really have much of a response to that. And it's kind of like, okay, spiteful X, and that's the reason why she's an X. And outside of that, everything's fine. But of course, you know exactly how these situations evolve. You're going to have somebody come out of the woodworks with a sob story from over a decade ago at this point in time. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I totally believe this. It's not like we haven't been through this situation time and time and time and time and time and time. Anyways, Jonah Hill's ex, Sarah Brady, praises brave Zoe 101 actress. What is that? Okay. Nikolas, who claimed actor shoved his tongue down her throat. Oh my God. This harkens back to the great and sees and sorry situation where it was an encounter gone wrong. But see, this is where it gets a little bit more prickly because she was 16 at the time and he was 24. All right. Why didn't you go to the authorities? Why didn't you go to anybody? Because depending on how long ago this situation was and depending on some more context, but nobody's going to read any further than the headlines. That's the exact same thing that they did with the text messages that came out. Oh, he's being emotionally abusive and manipulative. Oh, just like a man out there, which back in the cut, Jonah Hill, well, hey, good work on losing over 100 pounds, but Christ almighty, not exactly anybody that you would look up and definitely wouldn't expect that his communications would be that based, but I guess that's the face you got to put on out there in Hollywood. So what do we have here with this new round of allegations that are totally 100% legit, I would imagine? Jonah Hill's ex, Sarah Brady, came out in support of Zoe 101 star. Again, I've never even heard of whatever the fuck that is. Zoe 101? Okay. Nikolas, who claimed the actor slammed her against the door, shoved his tongue in her mouth. Oh my God. Why is it always the opening scene of Godfather that every one of these uncreative bitches want to go ahead and just steal wholesale? Like, come on. As she detailed alleged predatory behavior. Fantastic. Just more of these nebulous weasel terms that these bitches want to do. Where, oh, I don't need to file a police report, but I can go ahead and attempt to ruin your entire career off of how long ago was this situation? Okay. This came after a 26-year-old surf instructor, Brady, had accused 39-year-old. Oh, okay, so I got the ages around wrong. But is she just a surf instructor? Yo, bitch, your time... Like, you're not a boon to society at all. You were just lucky enough to hook up with somebody who's on the higher end of the A-tier movie star list. Like, oh well, whatever. Again, somebody realizing, oh, their sexual market value. They ended up punching out of their weight class for a second and now realizing that, oh fuck, all my options are a little bit dried up. So you know what I'm gonna do? It's time to go scorched earth. It's time to, salt the earth for a little attention, idiot. Earlier in the week, Nikolas, who is now 31, what the fucking 15 years, just about half her fucking life has passed. Yo, what are we doing? Fucking statute of limitations on that shit is 7 years for a good fucking reason. 15 years later, I think there was like a situation that like went wrong or something. Was this like on a movie set or something? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Had claimed that Hill, who is 8 years her senior, 8 years her senior, 15 years ago, fuck off, shoved his tongue down her throat without her consent when she attended a party at Justin Long's house. Okay, 15 years ago. Okay, a party. Jonah was 24 at the time. I would imagine Justin Long. He used to be in those Apple commercials. That was fun. Oh, and he was also in Accepted with the weirdly hot Blake Lively. I'm pointing because I think I got a copy of that somewhere around here. That was a decent show, but yeah, no, he never really took off. Justin Long, wasn't he in like a fucking Die Hard, the really bad one? Anyways, regardless. Okay. Brady took to her Instagram story early Tuesday morning to share a screenshot of direct messages between her and Nikolas as she praised her for opening up and helping to bolster her weak claims and take some of the heat off of her by just anybody looking at that and going, that's just somebody saying that, this is what I expect out of my partner. Outside of that, if you don't want to adhere to my rules and what I want in a girl in a relationship, no hard feelings, and catch you later. So anybody who, I don't know, read the shit and realized that, oh no, this is just, okay, fine. Now somebody else can come over and go, oh, see, he's a pedo. Except, let's peel the layers back here. Nikolas, who recently slammed a resurfaced punked clip, had written to Brady, fuck is, I know what punked is, because at least that was relevant. The early 2000s, fuck are we doing here? I shared my personal Jonah story from when I was 16, and he assaulted me. Oh, okay, cool. Did you follow that up with like a police report? Did you tell anybody, or is this just a brand new situation that you've seen? Oh my god, Jonah, we made out once, and everything was fine until now. Oh, he's in the headlines, and my biggest credit is Zoe 101. And, well, hey, now I have an opportunity to get my face back out there. So, what the fuck is going on, man? Thank you for being brave and sharing, Brady replied. I'm so sorry that he did that to you. I'm so sorry that you couldn't come up with a more unique lie. The Zoe 101, what the fuck is this? Said that she remained quiet about the alleged incident for years. Yeah, 15 fucking years. It was just gnawing at her in the back of her mind. Oh my god, I just cringe anytime that I see a portly Jew walk into the room. Oh my god, I've been living with this. Fuck off. I was afraid to say anything about it until I read about your admirable bravery today. Oh my god, these bitches just jerking off into each other's faces. No, you're braver. No, you're braver. Ugh, shut up. Brady then chimed in about her ex, Hill, saying, he's a little scary, huh? Was he like 5'6", and at that time, he couldn't even run up the stairs without being out of breath. So I don't know how frightening this dude is. The internet conversation ended with Nikolas saying, sending you much love and healing. You are a badass. Yes, by leaking private text messages from a relationship that ended over a year ago. You're a real badass. The tweets from Nikolas published on July 8th and 9th also alleged Long's then roommate, former CSI Miami actor Jonathan Togo, 45, assaulted a minor friend of hers who was 16 or 17. Yeah, this thing happened back when CSI fucking Miami was still on the air. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Okay, and they're all at this party. They're all at this apparent party that's out there where you have grown-ups and you have chicks. Really does take a rocket scientist to really suss out the fucking numbers here to figure out that, oh, maybe somebody was either putting forward these chicks as being all of legal age. Maybe somebody snuck into there. Maybe everybody was running in circles thinking that, okay, if you're here at this party where there's a bunch of actors, and I'm sure that there was booze, and I'm sure that there were opportunities to advance careers, you put yourself in that situation. It's like whenever the fuck you hear about, fuck shit, just take the Kevin Spacey situation, okay? Apparently there was some diddling of a 12-year-old that went on. And it's like, okay, how did you get there as a 12-year-old to these Hollywood parties? There's a bigger conversation to have there, but no. The Kevin Spacey, we could just go ahead and get clicks off of that. Why isn't anybody asking, okay, if all of this stuff went on and this has been such a horrific, scarring situation, you're all 16, 17 years old, allegedly, apparently. She can't even get her story straight and has to tell secondhand tales out of class in order to really drive home the point. But okay. Wouldn't they be telling their parents anything like this? I'm just saying, their guardians, anything like that. But no, you can just go ahead and make anything up and there won't be any repercussions at all. It's disgusting, really. Tungo and Long would have been around 30 years old at the time of the alleged incidents. Okay, so Nikolas, who is a founder of Eat Predators, an organization which aims to call out abusers and networks, sat on this information for 15 years. Oh my God, this is Eliza Blue all over again. I do good work and I have a story to tell, but I don't want to tell it until my most opportune moments. Claims adult men were feeding alcohol to her and her minor friends. Oh, see, there you go. Now, either this is an Epstein-type situation where he was providing the underage entertainment, which, fuck that, and, okay, if you're running this Eat Predators network, expose them. Other than that, I don't know, maybe it's some chicks who tried to sneak into a party with some celebrities that were around there, get drunk, and I'm not even saying anything, one thing led to another. Because, yeah, you can go ahead and throw out all of these accusations. Okay, you got a CSI guy, you had Justin Long, you have Jonah Hill, and now apparently you have Seth MacFarlane, who I thought was gay, wasn't he? Anyways, 49 of utter predatory disrespect for professional boundaries. What the fuck does this flowery language mean? If I was Jonah Hill, okay, I'd be suing the fuck out of these bitches. Provide receipts, otherwise you're trying to ruin my career. Because, okay, Jonah Hill's attorney says Alexa and Nikolas's accusations are complete fabrication. File the fucking civil suits because these bitches are trying to ruin your career, trying to ruin and end your life. Because right now, that cloud, it's still going to be over you, Jonah. It's going to be you're an abuser, you're an emotional manipulator, and now you're a pedo. Great, fantastic. All of those things off the back of absolute fabrication. At least 15-year-old lies. What are we doing? An attorney for Jonah Hill is denying accusations by Zoe 101 alum Alexa Nikolas. Again, fuck is this? That Hill assaulted her when she was 16 and he was 24. This past weekend, Nikolas posted a series of tweets where she alleged that Hill slammed me up against the door and shoved a tongue down my throat during a party at Justin Long's house, suggested to be in 2008. Fucking Christ, man. Depending on what time that was, if it was in January or February, I would have been a fucking minor. I'm 33, for Christ's sakes, and we're just dealing with these revelations now? Fuck off. Nikolas said she asked Hill for a cigarette. Okay, so she was 16 at the time and she was smoking. She was trying to pass herself off as being above age. Ta-da! Big fucking revelation to come out here. And told her she'd have to go outside with him to his car to get one. Nikolas, now 31, posted her allegations in response to, yes, somebody else trying to cause a stir in order to, I don't know, twist the knife. And then some other Z-list celebrity comes forward and it's like, you guys remember the show I was on back in the early 2000s? You know why my career didn't take off? Because of this terrible situation that just drove me out of Hollywood. Shut the fuck up. Hill hasn't publicly commented on Brady's post, but his lawyer, Marty Singer, told Deadline on Wednesday that Nikolas's allegations are a complete fabrication and said the events she described never happened. Yeah, listen, prove it or fuck off. Singer also said the former child actor is demonstrably unreliable. No, I totally believe everything else that she was saying. I'm sure that there's a longer list of all of these celebrities that she was partying with while she was underage. She was they were trying to ply them, my friends, my other friends that were there with alcohol. And this is the first time that you're coming forward with these stories. After you're forming this big network where you're going to be doing good work. Shut up. But yes, she's demonstrably unreliable and a source and a serial accuser who has made assorted accusations against multiple men in the entertainment industry. Yes, exactly. Fucking tada. Somebody who has zero to offer the world, but just wants the attention that she craves ever so much. We're going to see more shit like this as time goes on, because all of these chicks right now that are getting all of that undue attention, they're going to hit the wall. She's 31. Now she's coming out with all of these accusations. Come on now. Like, it doesn't require you to be a scholar of the rational male in order to connect these fucking dots. These chicks are exiting their prime, realizing that, aha, I've got this in my back pocket, now I can play this card with absolutely zero repercussions. Until these bitches start going to jail or feel the repercussion of the courts based on their false allegations, the shit is going to continue, and it's only going to get worse. Just think in your mind how many social media thoughts are out there right now, 24, 25, 26 years old, that are getting all the attention in the world, and then every single day a new crop of 18-year-olds is just popping up willing to take their place and fill their spot. And when those bitches age out, well, hey, guess what? They got to get their cut. They got to continue their career in some form or fashion. That's when they tend to pivot to being the victim, because any attention is good attention for them. This shit pisses me off to no end. But until there's another break in the story, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.